I see your stream.
Mm-hmm. Right, tapped
All
out.
I see, yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say all I see is darkness.
Yeah, yeah. That's weird because like some browsers, or maybe I guess Chrome, doesn't do that when I tab out. But when I do this, yeah, it tabs out for Opera. But I just want to make sure today that we, you know, see everything because well, every time me and Josh go watch Loki or through the stream or whatever, when I full screen it, it just turns black or whatever on Chrome. So I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, that's why we've been using Opera to watch Loki.
I never got the whole, not transition, but the whole what makes Opera good. If that makes.
Oh yeah, the differences. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is it?
It's
Is it just a simplified Google Chrome or simplified?
I think it's just simplified. Yeah, something to do with that, and also it's like more gamer oriented, so you can like look at, and when you're on the home screen, you can like see like the release dates for certain games, and then like I don't know, some shit like that. There's some subtle differences, but I tend to like kind of go back and forth with Chrome and Opera.
And don't worry, chat. Sorry. Don't worry, Chad. This is Pepsi. It's not bourbon, though I wish it was bourbon.
Oh, I can use some bourbon.
I need bourbon. Holy shit!
I need it. I should buy some more bourbon later on.
My first bourbon taste was oof.
Yeah.
Let's just say, prior to the bourbon, I already had 3 Long Island iced teas.
Oh boy.
5 shots of tequila. And 1 bottle of sake, but it's more funny that the sake was the one that was kind of the turning point.
Of course.
You would think it was the Long Island iced tea, but nope. And then here comes my uncle. Here, try this. What's this? Bourbon.
Yeah.
And it was at, I forget. I think it was at my cousin's 21st birthday. I was like 25 already, so they saw me just fall over.
Nice.
And I guess there's a video somewhere where my auntie was going like, "This is how you're not supposed to be. Don't be like this. Weak."
Yeah. Build up that tolerance, I guess.
And I was like, "Fuck you, auntie. I had more shit than you were. You are only drinking 1 glass of wine. I drank a lot of shit, bitch." But yeah.
Yep. That's how we started off with some drinking story, I guess.
Yeah, but drinking stories. Don't drink, kids.
Well, at least drink responsibly. Especially if you drove alone. Yeah, don't drink too much. You just stick to like 1 drink or something.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And sip your drinks.
Eat a lot.
Eat a lot.
Sip the drinks.
Yeah. And you're gonna say?
Well, I was just gonna say, if you drove alone and you're planning to drink a lot, eat a lot of bread. It's going to help.
Okay. Well, fried food, pretty much like fried food and like, well, just carbs, I think, in general.
Yeah, carbs.
Yeah.
But bread is like over there. You know, you can just buy like those those sacks of bread from Sam's or Costco, and then you can just be like, "This is my chaser" or whatever.
Yeah, this is my DD pretty much.
We'll see what happens when I reach the middle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yep. Anyway, this time, I believe this is episode 143. It's gonna be a little shorter, but we'll probably fill in some time with something else, some sort of tangent or something like that in the middle, or you know how these go. These things go. But anyway, before we really go into the meat of things, how you been, Zawa? How has life been going for you?
Anybody want to help me find a freaking frame for all of these?
For Godzilla, the Godzilla cards, yeah.
Yeah, because I went frame browsing yesterday. There's, truth be told, Hawaii sucks. We don't have Michaels or what's the other one called?
Oh, Joanne's.
Or Joanne's.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are fucking lucky to have those. So I had to go to our actual expensive picture frame stores.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently the size that I need is 20 by 30, so a poster size. And Hawaii, we love our koa wood. And what koa wood, in a fast explanation, is one of those nice wood frames that will kill your wallet.
Yeah. So it's like cherry wood, I guess, in some places. Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
We just did I just did a pool on a gacha game.
Yes.
Aki was witness.
I was the eyewitness. Yes.
And overall, I think that was actually good pools. When you think about it,
If you're
actually good pools.
Yeah, I mean, for your circumstances too. So, for what you're looking for.
I mean, I was looking for someone else, but to just have,
right, of course,
to just have the servant already at max out MP. It's like, you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah.
She was one of the ones that I wanted to have, which was how many years ago?
It's like two at this point.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago.
Where you guys saw me blow so much money in your
and not only on FGO but the actual casino. So
yeah. Well, on FGO, I think one of you tried to take my phone away and said that's enough. I think it was Ender because
that seems to be right. That sounds right.
Because I was just pulling, and then Ender was like, "Okay, so that's enough. That's enough." I was like, "Okay, can you just pull for me?" Okay, there. He's like, "There, I got it for you. Stop."
I think that's what happened, but something similar to that point. Yeah. But, yeah.
Like he just took my phone away because he's like, "Just stop."
Yeah. Yeah. So, anything else that came our way?
We have a lot of Strive talk, so I'll keep that later.
Yes, we will.
We just here, Chad. You're gonna have a sneak peek. Just remember this thing. I'm gonna look at this later.
Well, I do have something to say about that situation, but again, we'll save that for that bit. But anyway,
just remember this. It's a nice, beautiful controller, but
yeah.
Your turn.
All right. It's been pretty chill week after E3. You can kind of see the nature of it right now with the docket here of after E3. It's been a little dead when it comes to the gaming stuff. So it's been calm for the most part. I think that makes sense. But when it comes to something else, I've been going at it with the Pokemon cards as usual. I've been, of course, playing around with Chilling Reign at this point, and so far, I've been getting some pretty decent pulls, but the last one was kind of scaring me. The last time I was streaming me opening Pokemon cards, because what do you call it? My booster box, first off, was considered below average in terms of how much stuff I got. But granted, all the hits I got from that booster box were new, so there was no duplicates or anything like that. So it's kind of like a weird mix, you know what I mean? So below average numbers, but the quality, I guess quality-wise, was not bad, all things considered. But for some reason, I was just I felt dissatisfied, so I opened another one just right away, and then that one had duplicates, but I also got some new hits as well. So it's this weird lopsided sort of stream going on. It felt cursed at first because I opened pair of ETBs or trainer boxes, and one of them had no hits, so that sucked, and then the other one only had 1 hit, so that's like pretty bad. But it seems to yeah, and that seems to be like the recurring thing right now with a number of people. I'm definitely not the only one. Like, people have been reporting or commenting that they've only been getting like 1 or 2 hits or something like that for like a lot of the ETBs. So seems like Chilling Reign is kind of reminiscent of battle styles where your pull rates are just kind of all over the place. So I think that's like where we're going right now, unfortunately, with these pull rates, because of how Pokemon Company has been like trying to pump out these cards as much as they can. And so while, yeah, we do have the quantity, given the sort of current weather right now with Pokemon cards, where, yeah, you know, people are still buying them, you know, left and right, especially with the bots and everything. But yeah, you know, it's more accessible than before, especially with COVID going on. But I think that might have affected the pull rates, unfortunately. So, you know, sometimes you'll get this really good booster box, and sometimes you're gonna get this like below average booster box, and then the ETBs are just like, it seems like abysmal like right now. So but I can't complain. You know, it's still fun to pull these cards, like the ultra rares and stuff like that. And so I still have like what two more right here to open, and then I did buy another one, which it was like a better deal, so that's why I took the opportunity to do so. So yeah, so it's otherwise, you know, that's like the nature of RNG. It just all over the place. That's like true. That's like the true nature of RNG, if you really think about it. You know, it always changes. Something you never know. Like, you never know what you'll get, pretty much. So, you know, sometimes you'll get this absolutely good ETB, and then I think right now we're just gonna get these crappy ETBs, and that's just how it goes. But yeah, I also was able to pre-order the upcoming set that's like after Chilling Reign, which is Evolving Skies, which we have been talking about on the stream, or on the podcast here. And so that's the one with the EVs and stuff like that. I was able to pre-order from GameStop, so that was actually pretty cool. We also, I mean, funny enough, we will be talking about the new Pokemon cards that has been announced once again later on in the news. But yeah, otherwise, when it comes to games, I finished Intergrade, which we will talk about, and then we've been playing Strive, like we kind of alluded, and then I also been keeping up with Genshin Impact, although we don't have anything to talk about today for once. So yeah, that's kind of like the gist of things. Otherwise, been doing good. One more thing I do want to mention is I've kind of been messing around with my tablet. I don't know if I can like pull it up over here, but yeah, you can kind of see it. And then you can see my like a little drawing right here. It's like my old OC, or FC, I should say, fan character / original character from a long time ago. Kind of like decided to take a nostalgia trip, and I actually do like it so far. The feel is good. Now it's actually nice to draw on the screen rather than draw on the tablet and then look at your computer to see what you're drawing. Yeah. So it actually feels nice. The only thing I will complain about right now is just the screen isn't bright enough. So if you have like a light hanging right over you, it's gonna glare even with the anti-glare screen. So you'll see.
You believe that?
What's up?
It's like you believe anti-glare screens.
I mean,
you know, those things are myth.
I mean, you'll always see some sort of light, but it does help in a way, but it's still pretty it's still pretty glaring, I guess you can put it that way. So the only thing, like I said, the screen isn't bright enough for these situations. So that's why if you're going to draw with these tablets, you probably want to turn off the light. You know, you draw in the dark, going to like that mode at night. You know, but yeah, otherwise feels good. I definitely would like to draw more and more, since it's like right here now I can just draw on the screen instead of like, yeah, like I said, like look up and down, like, you know, because I've been drawing on the Wacom tablet, which is just a regular tablet or whatever, or yeah, a regular tablet, and it doesn't have the screen. So there you go. It's like the old school way, I guess you can say. But yeah, this is like what, $400, which is considered entry level within the world of graphic drawing tablets with the screen and everything. Yeah, it's very streamlined in terms of features and stuff like that, but for like someone like at my level, which is like just entry level or / amateur level, it's fine. You know, you don't really need all these other features that you think will make you a better artist and stuff like that. You know, you gotta know what you're getting yourself into. You know what I mean? So just because you have the most expensive equipment does not say you're gonna be a better artist, like, you know, in due time or whatever. That comes from you, you know, not from the equipment. So yeah. But yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it for me. Other than, oh yeah, I got a new lens, but that's whatever. That's nothing. It's a macro lens, but yeah. Okay.
Macro, micro, same thing.
Man. Micro lens. Anyway. That is
Microbots?
the micro machines. Remember those things, micro machines? Oh my goodness,
they're like the thing you're not supposed to put in your mouth and accidentally die from.
Yeah, those things you can like lose easily in your house somewhere because they're so goddamn tiny. Anyway, especially as kids, you know. But anyway, if there's nothing else that you want to share, that you got or whatever, I think we are good to go for the juicy bit of things. So we only have one thing from the controversial side of things, which is like what we always talk about right away. It's the whole it's, you know, the thing's been going on Twitch. You know, previously we talked about the bathtubs, right? That was like the meta at the time, but now I guess the current meta of Twitch streaming is mostly girls taking the really expensive ASMR mics, right, with the ears, right, the weird rubber plasticky ears or whatever. That picks up a lot of sound. So they take those and they make those like licking sounds, like with their mouth and everything, and that's like and then pretty much like, you know how like when you listen to some people talk, like you can hear like the mouth like kind of smacking. I can't do it here because my mouth is actually kind of
yeah, please don't.
kind of hydrated, so I'll keep myself hydrated.
It's like we don't do that here.
Yeah, there is a certain someone on our Discord that really is able to do that with their mouth, and it's like, and it kind of grosses me out. But I'm not gonna point out any names, but anyway. So
yeah, yeah, you just bleep me out.
Anyway, so they do those sounds into the mic, and that's pretty much it. On top of that, they also wear like these yoga outfits or the yoga pants, and they get into those poses, if you know what I'm saying, the yoga poses, and they start doing the licky sounds. And then someone, sorry, you're gonna say something?
Isn't that a Pokemon, licky?
Yeah. Yes. So you can tell from the picture alone, that's where it's kind of going. So yeah, move over, hot tubs. It's time to buy a $400 mic. I think those, how much those things are, and start licking in them. that's the meta. So previously there was a streamer who I believe who goes by the name Amaranth. Is also known for the hot tub streams, but now she also has picked up on this trend, or I think she was one of the first ones that has done this, the ASMR blicking whatever. And so took it even further when people were asking in the stream through donations, tipping and all that stuff, to fart in the mic. And I can only take their word for it that it happened. I don't want to go look into that. And that's what did it. That's what made Twitch say, "Oh yeah, we should put a cap on it or ban these people temporarily." You know, so someone else, I think Omni, was like, "Yeah, we have all these like ASMR really like not safe for work sort of streams, but all it took was a fart to make them start banning these people, at least temporarily anyway." So people like Amaranth and someone else, I guess, have been banned for temporary time period. They're probably back at this point because of how all over the place Twitch is. So I don't know what they're doing at this point, but that's just what sort of the meta is right now. I think, funny enough, the next time we talk about this, it'll be something else. Like, it'll be something else different, you know what I mean? So, did you have any comments about any of this at all?
Are we that bored? Are we that what's the word? Hungry for the human touch or interaction?
Mm-hmm.
Get help, please.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like, where is Twitch going with this? You know, like, I think we said this last time too. It's like, you know, Twitch has gone in such a weird and strange and, for the most part, bad direction, and they just kind of let it happen. You know, it's not like they reward for people who actually, like, you know, go with the guidelines and the terms of service and stick with like what's safe, you know, gaming, and, you know, actual like genuine passion for these hobbies, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there is a line for ASMR as well. Of course, there is a good and a bad for everything. Obviously, people, you know, do bad stuff with gaming as well. Obviously, there's always those two sides. But right now, you know, the fact that they're letting these streams happen is a problem too, with the ASMR, the yoga poses, yoga, quote unquote, the ear licking and everything. Like, it's bad. You know, it's such a like messed up thing to like just let happen. And yet, like, when people who just play music, right, the what do you call, the copyrighted music, they get banned for like months and months or a long time just because something, or even something out of their control, right? That happens, and they get banned for like such a long time. And yet these streamers who absolutely break terms of service and guidelines and everything only get, you know, three days tops, you know, for their ban, because they're bringing in the money. So that's like kind of like the secret reasoning of why, or not so secret, I should say, reasoning as to why Twitch doesn't really act on these things, because they know it makes them money, and that's fucked up. And it's absolutely fucked up. Did you want?
They're just being really selective.
Very selective indeed. Very, very selective, and it's absolutely hypocritical. So, I always, go ahead.
And it's more funny that on Twitter, when people were calling out Twitch, I think they outright banned those people, or because it's like, wow, you can't handle, huh?
Yeah. But yeah, I like, every time these things happen, I always question, should I continue streaming on Twitch? You know, like, I always think about that, but I don't know, maybe I'll try at some point, but the other side of me is saying, but you have this many followers and such, and they might come in when you stream, you know, whatever, and stuff like that. You have a following and such, so you're gonna throw that all away just because of what you think, you know, whatever it is. But I don't know. At this point, like, it's not like, okay, for example, you know, I have like somewhere around over 500 followers. It's not like not even like a fifth of them even go watch my stream anyway, which I don't care, but you know, that's just kind of my observation anyway. And so I just might as well, you know, like just try it out. Maybe try it out for the next time I stream Pokemon cards. Just do it on YouTube and see what happens, right? See how the sort of the trafficking goes. And I feel like right now, yeah, like YouTube is the better actual dark horse of streaming stuff in general, like whether it's gaming or whatever it is. But because of Twitch having that brand name of streaming, they just think, oh yeah, Twitch is that place to go to, so I'm gonna stream there and see if I get any followers and such, and get some sort of clout or something like that. Now, that's the reality is that I think that's like really, really difficult, especially with where the meta is right now, which is the whole ASMR thing right now. Yeah, and plus all the bad takes that Twitch has and all the philosophies and stuff like that that they've been sort of boasting, unfortunately, for a while now. It makes it really hard for people like me to stream on Twitch with, you know, confidence, I guess, or the comfort, you know, because of the morals that Twitch sort of currently stands behind. That's just what I got. So, do you have anything to add after all this? Yeah.
Well, I guess Twitch needs to get their shit together.
Seriously, absolutely, yeah.
And stop playing. I know it's gonna be hard for them. Stop playing favorites.
Oh yeah, for sure. Although I do find it strange. Sorry to keep like stacking on this whole topic, but I find it very strange though that people like Doc Disrespect got the boot, you know, and he was like the top streamer, you know what I mean? He was like making the most money for Twitch and I guess for himself too, at least to some extent. So probably because of the maybe like what happened with Mixer, and maybe Doc did something stupid, I guess, to try to like leverage the deal with Twitch, like, oh hey, Mixer is doing this, so why not pay me this much or something like that. Maybe that's what happened. But even then, I don't know, even then it's like weird for Twitch to do that, if they're really into the whole money thing, you know. So I you know, it's really hard to say of where Twitch is really lays the line or whatever, because again, they're all over the place, you know. So yeah. Actually, give me a moment. Let me fix up something on my end. I think my camera froze up once again. So hold on. Let me unplug this and plug it back in again.
Technical difficulties, chat and viewers and listeners.
Pretty much.
I'm gonna pull again.
There we go. All right. Are you actually pulling again? I just got my camera back on. Oh boy.
No, I'm not. I'm just checking messages while we have this small intermission. All right, kids.
All right. So that's it. It sucks. You know, just for the one topic that we have, we you know, I definitely had something to say about it because you know, I do frequent the streaming and everything when it comes to just not only Pokemon cards, but you know, I play games on there too, you know, on Twitch. And you know, it does have its moments, you know, the good moments, but because of what Twitch sort of stands on, the moral grounds they stand on, it's very discomforting having me to think about that as I stream on this platform, or that platform, excuse me. And so again, like, I just really think about, should I just move over to YouTube at this point, you know? But it can't be helped, man. The numbers kind of, you know, mess with my mind, really, admittedly. You know, the follower thing, all that stuff. But let's leave it at that. Hopefully Twitch will eventually act on it. But there is one more thing I do want to bring up for Twitch, but it's not relating to this. So I don't know if you got the email, Zawa, from Twitch, but there was an email that was put out that I guess depending on who you're subscribed to, the prices will be lower because of let's say like we're both subscribed to Maximilian, for example, who streams from the US. So I guess Maximilian, yeah, Maximilian dude, streams from the US. So because we are, you know, from the US, I think we can get lower prices for that. I don't know if that's exactly true, but either way, they're lowering the prices for subscriptions for Twitch. So that actually kind of is nice. I think it only affects locally versus, like, you know, in general, I guess. Maybe it is in general and I read something wrong, but something is being done with it, and that one I will I guess can say that's pretty cool. You know, so I guess we're not paying $5 anymore per month or whatever it is right now, and we're gonna be paying
pay $30 per month.
Oh man, that's a gym membership, man. At least for me, that's and I dumped that like a while ago, so I don't want to be paying that much for a Twitch subscription.
Yeah, I know, it's like I love you, man, but
yeah, I know, exactly. That's pretty much it. Like if I am gonna be paying $30 a month, then I might as well like go back to the gym, you know. So, but I'm not gonna do that because I already have plenty of weights at home to get my workouts. But anyway, so that's cool. I mean, did you get that email at all? I mean, you probably want to check that if you haven't already.
I might have, but I think I just chalk it up as like, eh.
Yeah. I'll clarify for myself then, while you're.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So.
Look for it.
Yeah. Okay. So the email is called, yeah, because the subject or whatever is called localized subscription pricing is coming to you. So, and then the email says here, earlier today we mistakenly sent you an email notifying we are be expecting changing the price of your subscriptions. The email was intended for existing subscribers in these countries. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, there's an update for it. Okay. Oh, okay. Let me click on this blog post then. There we go. So the blog post that they posted. Oh wow, this actually was from. Oh, this is from May. Okay, so now they actually updated something, I guess, right? So maybe that's why they sent out that email. Okay, I guess that makes sense. But the basis, I guess, you can say, is that, let's see. I guess it's only for certain countries, so maybe we're not part of that right now, actually. It says, yeah, because, like, the countries mentioned here, at least for right now, is Mexico, Turkey, and then followed by most countries in Asia, Latin America, the Middle East, Africa, and Europe starting Q3 2021. Okay, that's really weird. Or maybe it is already in. I don't know. I'm not too sure. There's quite a long body of words and stuff, so it's a little hard to like pinpoint which one is which. Maybe.
I mean,
sorry, you're trying to say something?
I'm gonna go like look into my my Twitch pin. No, still paying $5.
Yeah, so I think they might be just testing it for other countries, and then they'll probably do it for everyone else at some point eventually. So I guess the idea is that, yeah, like I said, like if we're still subscribed to Maximilian at that point, we'll be paying less than $5. I think that's the idea anyway, but I don't think it has been actually been confirmed just yet for us anyway, for the US. But it sounds like they're testing it with other countries. So okay, I mean, I hope that comes around for the rest of us, if that's the case, and if that's what I'm reading correctly. So all right, I mean, that's actually pretty cool then, in any case. So alrighty, I think we can move on from Twitch and start talking about some fighting game stuff. So we definitely do have some stuff to talk about for fighting games. So let's get this one out of the way with KOF15. They are back announcing characters again. And this time around is Vanessa, another waifu sort of favorites amongst the fans. I
swear to God that her trailer came out months ago.
No.
No. Unless I'm thinking of someone else, because her movements are exactly the same. Like, I swear I saw it before.
You might have just seen 14. I mean, I don't blame you, because like they took these straight from 14 for the most part, and maybe tweak it a little bit, but she looks good.
Check King.
Yeah, King definitely. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, she's a boxer, but she does have some kicks.
Vanessa.
Looks good. She got those long arms though, you know, which is fitting for her style anyway. God.
KOFXV Team Secret Agent.
And we have a brand new team. Brand new team revealed. So we do have a team secret agent, which is pretty interesting. So that is consisting of Blue Mary, Luong, who was previously announced, and now we have Vanessa on the team. So there you go. Blue Mary is definitely not on the women's team or whatever, and so further makes me question, like, where is Yuri and Mai when it comes to that? Like, are they gonna be two members of the women's team, and then some brand new character or someone else that we haven't been thinking about? I don't know, but
they're dead, you know.
But in any case, what did you think of Vanessa, just from the looks of things? I like the stage too. I mean, we can't forget about the stage, but anyway.
Stage-wise, thank God it's not the beach.
There's some variety.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm getting tired of seeing that beach.
The beach, yeah, the Southtown beach or whatever it's called. I actually do really like the stage, like the lighting and everything, like the bluish hues and the orange warm colors and everything. You know, very oh yeah, I mean, and then we get to see the cafe. That looks like Rainforest Cafe to me, but anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, you see how the cafe has life?
Yes.
And then when we go back to the city, it's dead.
Kind of deadish, yeah.
Like, there's like, if they show like at least 3 people walking around in the background.
Oh, if you look closely, there's a cat in the background.
Ooh.
A cat.
Ah.
Well, I mean, it makes it more feel like it's really just you and your opponent sort of thing, and also I don't know, this could be like a midnight sort of secret sort of fight that takes place, you know what I mean? So everyone's asleep while you two are
Wait,
brawling.
what city is asleep at 12 in the morning?
I don't know, man. That's the point. You don't know where it is. It's secret. It's just because that way, it's just you and your opponent. You know, people won't interfere or get in the way, or you know. I don't know. That's how I look at it. I don't know if that's all true, but anyway, it looks like she hits hard, but I think a lot of the stuff does come from like the camera shaking and stuff like that. This new stuff is pretty cool. I like the whatchamacall her like doing the initial pose for the super, because it's like hold on, let me go back a few frames on that one. It's the whole like the meme with that pose. It was like Pepe the Frog and like other characters from KOF as well. They're doing that pose. I think that's pretty funny. So Vanessa has joined the meme train when it comes to that. But I do notice that she's shaking her head. One little thing I do want to pick out, like when it comes to editing, is like kind of left her super sort of hanging. Because it's like during like the beginning part of her super, like yeah, you know, she does like the multi punches, and then that's it. You know what I mean? It just kind of cuts to her with the victory pose and everything. But you know, I get it. Like they don't want to spoil I guess the final hit or the finishing blow or anything like that. They want to save it for later or see it for yourself type of thing. But I don't know. I guess kind of like felt that they could have just stopped right when she does the initial hit or whatever, or like whatchamacall, let me go back to, no, not there, like there, like when she's about to do when she does the pose and then she's about to like swing, I think that's when you can cut or whatever, transition to the victory pose, and then you finish it off. You know, so that way you're not spoiling anything at all, but you're like, you know, you're still like, it's still like kind of a cool way to sort of make the transition. You know what I mean? So, is that something you would agree as a viewer or anything like that? Or, I mean, you've done some level of editing, so when it comes to like Apex stuff.
I don't know, because there's a moment, I guess, Trico when she's beating Robert.
Sure, hold on.
In her with her
yeah, right there.
Yeah, right there. That looks so weird to me. Because I guess it's because the way how you look, because how she's crouched. I don't think there should be a hit to the face. It should be. It looks like it should be all his midsection.
Well, I mean, she could be like reaching way up high. I don't know.
Yeah. You see, if we were able to pull the camera back, you would just see like a gorilla going like.
Yeah. I don't know. That one, I don't know. I can kind of accept that because it's fighting games and they do some dumb stuff, but.
Or, cause, and also how the camera looks. It looks like it wants, like here they are. It looks like it wants to circle around them, but then it just stops.
Yeah. I kind of get you what you're saying.
Because it looks like the momentum is there. Like you just want to go around, and
yeah.
Here,
I get it. Like, yeah, they should have just gone. They should have just doubled down on the circling camera thing versus just circling and then boom and like just hitting Robert in the face or whatever. Like, that angle. Like, yeah, I get.
That's what they could have done. It's like circle, and once she comes like more in, then you zoom into it.
I get it. I get
see
it. Yeah, it just, yeah, I get it. It like kind of kills the momentum of that.
The momentum.
Yeah. But regardless, I think she looks good. In comparison to, let's say, her 14 model or whatever. I think there's a comparison video, so let's just bring that up for right now. Duplicate, and then take that.
So you want our audience to go blind from seeing 14.
KOF 14, right? So
KOF, oh my god.
yeah. Analysis. There should be a comparison video. Hold on. That one channel should have had that out by then, but let's see. Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Orpheus. There you go. Oh boy. You cannot doubt on this channel to not make a comparison video. Okay, so let's check out the whatchamacall. The side-by-side thingy. Oh, it's right there. Alright, so it's right after this, I guess. Her lipstick is like super red. I've noticed. And I don't know if I personally like that. Like, I would have made her lipstick a little lighter. But that's just my little personal preference. Oh yeah, she looks right here already. She looks better.
She got a tan.
Yeah, she got color.
Tan.
Yeah, she got color, man. You just tell just from the skin color, like super different. Like yeah, right there too. Like you can actually see her. I mean, granted, this is a 4K game now, but you can definitely see her facial expression. Like, you know, she got the little pucker on her lips, right? And then the 14 model, it's not really expressive there. Like, it kind of looks a little dead, blah blah blah. You know,
She looks flat.
very flat.
And I'm not saying where. She just looks flat compared to 15.
It's a bit of an uplifting, definitely. I think the lighting really helps. Oh wow, yeah, see her face. Right
Jesus,
there.
that face, that was scary. Don't find that frame.
Yeah.
Wow, and the camera is different. You see how 14 they zoom there,
Yeah.
and 15 was like, no. This is a wholesome Christian.
Yeah.
Day.
Yeah. She looks.
Oh,
yeah.
my god.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, her eyes.
That is some blood rain
Model.
And, yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. She does look like. Yeah. That's so funny you point that out. She does look like someone who came from Blood Rain, and became a fighting game character. That's actually really funny you pointed that out. Wow, you can like see way up close her face in a game where faces aren't that great. Yeah, same animations. Maybe a bit of a tweak here and there. But yeah, really much. That's pretty much it when it comes to the animation side of things. But putting that aside, though, her face does look better, though, for the most part. Despite the lipstick being a lot more bold, I should say. Oh wow, so that super is actually kind of pretty similar with the camera and everything. Well, let me go back a bit. Ooh, look at Robert. Ooh, even Robert looks better when he gets beaten up. All right, let me go back a bit. Yeah, 15 looks really good in comparison.
She doesn't even kiss her gloves. That's kind of
It lacks
pissing me off.
Yeah, it lacks personality on the 14 side. Her eyes too, like on the 14 side, definitely lacked the expression.
I'm from Blood Rain.
Yeah.
It's like we know.
Yeah.
We can see that.
We believe that. Yeah. Yeah, the makeup is different too. Like even if the quality on the right, like the left side of the bit rate is a little off, you can definitely even see through the pixelated look that her eyes and then like the makeup and everything is like different. Her hair is a little different too, for the better. So yeah, the mouth and everything, like everything about 15 looks better. Jeez, you know, it really makes a difference with like the lighting and how much just work can be done to make things a lot better, you know. And then yeah, right there, she looks really good. Yep. So yeah, that is the gist of how Vanessa is right now. So I say good job. I do like the stage as well. Her theme, of course. I think that's a classic, so I think we don't need to really comment about that, but the stage and everything looks good, I would say. What about you?
Just show me people just, you know.
Oh yeah, there's more.
walking
Oh wow,
around
there's
and
actually
shit.
more. There's more. There's actually more cats. I didn't even realize that. The cats have taken over. Yeah, I actually do like the fact that it is a little isolated, like no people, and there's like just cats roaming around. Because it really feels like, yeah, it's just you and your opponent sort of thing. I mean, I guess maybe like meeting the middle ground. Maybe there should be maybe like one or two people like at least looking out from the window. That could be a little neat, you know. So that way, if, you know, like you said, maybe add a little more life, yeah. But for what it is, I do like it. Would have been kind of cool to just see like the one person or two people like looking out from the window and just peeking at the fight. But maybe that might have been a little too much. I do find it interesting though, the fact that she like shakes her hands off like after each like attack. It's kind of funny. It's to show that, I guess, that she's human and not some crazy like monster-ish sort of person. Like a
woman.
Woman, yeah.
She's a woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's kind of up there for on my sort of quote-unquote waifu list. But for the most part, it's like between King and Leona. It's very hard to decisively pick either of the two. Well, I will say King is like the old school sort of waifu because that was like when I was young, and then I really liked the overall look that King is supposed to be. So yeah, kind of similar to like Sailor Saturn, you know, like the sort of that masculine slash a little touch of feminine side sort of thing. But yeah, anyway. Mayumi Hata. I'm not familiar with this voice actress. Probably, I do believe it's from the same voice actress for 14. And unfortunately, we don't have the artist notes, I don't think. But oh yeah, the silhouette. That one was kind of deceiving, but somehow I also kind of knew that it was Vanessa. A little deceiving, but what about you? I mean, Even though, yeah, we already know, but
At the time, I was like, it's gonna be somebody.
it's gonna be May. It's gonna be May.
Oh yeah, May from Guilty Gear.
Yes. That actually pretty. That'd be hilarious.
Just see freaking dolphins coming out of nowhere. It's like, why? Why are you here?
Especially at the beach, the beach stage.
Oh well, if you play on the beach stage, she gets like a
buff.
hidden power.
Yeah, yeah, like
yeah.
a buff. That'd be so hilarious. Like, what is this fucking F go? I think it was, who was it? Like Ruler. Who was it? She has purple hair, and punches a giant turtle in her summer version. I forget who. It's like running into my tongue. In her Noble Phantasm, she punches like a giant turtle. Oh, Martha! It's Martha. Summer Martha. Gets a buff from the water stages or whatever. So that's pretty funny. If that was a mechanic, but that'd be kind of neat. Same time, broken. Anyway. Or potentially. Okay, anyway. I think that's it for KOF. If you don't have anything else to add, Zawa. Alrighty.
16.
16 already? We don't even have 15
I know,
now.
Just skips.
Well, speaking of skipping, quote unquote, there seems to have been like a weird controversy surrounding the Tekken side of things, because if you guys remember, during the time when Street Fighter Cross Tekken happened, there was supposed to be a game called Tekken Cross Street Fighter, which is supposed to be like the Tekken version of this crossover. I think it was just supposed to be like Namco side of things to fulfill that deal, I guess. So it was in development, but according to the recent events on Harada's Bar, which is a kind of a podcasty kind of series that Harada has with some people, there was a mistranslation. What do you know about the game? Where was that before they were working on Tekken 7? And it was believed that the project died because of the way he said something. But again, what do you know? It was a mistranslation, and it's still on hold and not completely dead as a lot of people thought it was. Because he said it was saying about it was 30% done, and then the mistranslation was that the project died after that. So that caused a lot of people to think, oh, Tekken Cross Street Fighter is dead or whatever, but yeah, that's not the case. But the question... go ahead.
No, I'm just agreeing. It's like, yep.
Yeah.
I thought it was dead too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, can you blame anyone? I mean, that's besides the translator. Or the person who wrote the subtitle. Anyway, the question is now, where or when is it ever gonna return into or go back into development or production? So I feel like a lot of people after that, a lot of people have been sort of pointing out that it seems like Harada just has no idea what's going on nowadays when it comes to like a lot of things, unfortunately. But it can't be helped. That's just kind of like how the game development goes, and being a producer of things and stuff like that. There are things that are going to happen out of your control, and sometimes things happen without being aware of something. Like I think there was the sort of, I don't want to say leak, but there was a early release for some people that were able to play the newest season at the time in Europe, and that was like a controversy. We did cover that in a way, and people were complaining about that for people who didn't get those privileges early on. And that was like something, I guess that was an example of Harada not knowing what happened and stuff like that. But that was absolutely out of his control, unfortunately. But I think that's like sort of the nature overall. Like, I think maybe, you know, there was that joke with Harada, you know, don't ask me for shit. You know, there might be some truth to that because, you know, he doesn't know. He doesn't know what's going on, of how things are actually going. So maybe that's like the line that he says, like, don't ask me for shit because I actually don't know. You know, I mean, that was like, that's probably like the truth to it. And so, you know, maybe for some people now, like that whole meme, quote unquote, around Harada isn't as funny anymore because he actually has no idea what's going on. So that's why he kind of goes with that. So, so I mean, at this point, how do you feel about taking Cross Street Fighter? Do you still want it to happen, or do you really don't care about it?
We already have it. It's called Smash.
Yeah, pretty much. It's funny because, yeah, Kazuya is coming up. His presentation thing is like close to next week now as we record this. It's like the 28th, right? During like early morning. So yeah, we have Kazuya, Ryu, Ken, and we have Terry in the mix with like the when it comes to like the fighting game character kind of sort of people.
Yep.
And we're in, you know, not only Smash, but we have Tekken 7. It's funny enough because we have Akuma as that Street Fighter character in Tekken, and we have Geese, you know, so in all these like other guest characters. So I think in the better run or longer run, I think it would be just better to just go with Tekken and just throw in the guest characters. So that way you have that sort of spice of life sort of variety. And, you know, you give other characters a chance to, you know, be in Tekken. And maybe next time for Tekken 8, we can definitely see Kiryu from the Yakuza series that a lot of people have been requesting so much. Unlike someone like Negan, even though, yeah. Apparently he was popular in Japan at the time, so maybe that's why he was incorporated in there. But, you know, it is what it is now. And I think it will just be for the better, for just Tekken 8 to happen rather than Tekken Cross Street Fighter at this point, because, you know, that whole hype with Tekken versus Street Fighter died a long time ago now. I think it's been, what, 10 years now since Street Fighter Cross Tekken?
It's been 84 years.
Yeah. It's been a long time. So at this point, no one cares, or most people don't care. I mean, if I see it happen, okay, cool. But I'm not gonna fret about it, or hawk about it. But if it doesn't happen, then I'd rather see Tekken 8 or even like Tekken Tag 3, or, you know, happen. Or to continue with Tekken 7 and throw in more guest characters or just more characters in general. You know, continuously update that game instead. I think that's a pretty good compromise if you ask me. So, I think that's the gist of it. I think that's it from me when it comes to that piece. Unless you have some last words before we move on. Okay. Alrighty. All right. This one. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry about that. Oh yeah. Never mind. That one is just to clarify that it was a mistranslation for the link that was below Tekken. So there you go. It's not canceled, just a translation error, more details, and a tweet longer. Which, yeah, you know, Harada has a tweet longer to further explain about the situation of things. So yeah. And, you know, he says that his English isn't as good, so that's why it's a little rough to translate, you know, that sort of thing. Well, I think his English is fine for what it is, like, especially if you compare it to, like, if you compare it to Ono, for example. You know, no offense to Ono, I like the guy, but his English is a little rough on the edges. So anyway. At least he can write English better, it seems like. So anyway. Oh, went back a little too much, but let's put this back on. So from Final Weapon, there seems to be in development a new fighting game based off of a famous manga series. So it goes back to the. I think it goes back to the whole My Hero Academia rumor. You know, that we didn't get to see from E3. That was like a big thing, along with the Switch Pro, which thankfully was not announced as well. But yeah, according to this, there are some job listings from Namco in Japan about that mentioned about developing any fighting game of sorts that's being currently in development with the Unreal Engine. And yeah, so according to some job descriptions, I guess that is going to be based off of a famous manga series. But yeah, other than that, there's not much detail on that one, but it seems to sort of line up with the whole My Hero Academia rumors. So yeah, what do you think?
Magnet manga series. It's a famous manga series. What if it? No, they already did that back in the PS2 era. It would be nice to have it back.
Which one?
They did a Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh
Fighting
yeah, yeah.
That was based around the Dark Tournament.
Yeah, I think that was out also for the GameCube.
But I mean, it's not saying what era is it, right? It's just saying,
no, it just says famous. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so maybe being back, they're making another Yu Yu Hakusho, because right now there's that what is it? There's the Demon Slayer fighting game.
Yeah, arena fighting
That's
game. But
being, yeah, that's being made by the Naruto people, I think, right?
Yeah, Cyber Connect, I think they're called. Yeah,
Cyber Connect. What else could they? I mean, if they want to blow my mind, but I don't know how famous it is.
Mm-hmm.
Which could, well, if it's famous, then they could do another Shaman King, since the recent anime is still fresh in people's mind.
I hope, just for sake of, me liking Shaman King that much, but I kind of doubt it. But
yeah,
like
I'm thinking like, okay, back to like if they really want to blow my mind, and I don't know how famous this manga was. Metabots? Come on.
Is Metabots from a manga?
Did this start from the manga, or did it go straight to anime? That's the question.
Yeah, I always thought about that too. Like, where does it come from? Is it from origin? Is it just an original anime that turned into a manga and like a toy line or whatever, like a franchise of toys, or did it actually come from a toy lineup and then they made it into an anime to help sell the toys more, sort of thing?
I mean, there is a manga.
There is a manga, yeah, but is it based off of a manga? That's the key question.
Well, from what I'm looking, holy shit, the manga ran much longer than the anime.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
The anime was only for a year. The manga started at 1997 and ended in 2003.
Yeah. Oh wow, 2003.
Jesus Christ, that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But what else? What else famous?
Wait, so hold on.
Oh.
Is it based off of a video game? It says a role-playing video game franchise. It says Japanese and Canadian. Oh wow, I didn't even know that. Is that the actual thing? Where it comes from? Yeah, it looks like it.
Famous manga series. It's Records of Ragnarok.
yeah.
We're gonna see big ass titty Athena. Oh no, Athena.
Oh boy.
Aphrodite.
Aphrodite.
That GIF, I swear to God, when I first saw it, I was like, the fuck is this?
Let's see. Wait, yeah, this is a little confusing, but it seems like, yeah, okay, so, yeah, I guess it does come from a video game after all. Okay. Huh. Interesting. I didn't even know that. Yeah, Japanese-Canadian role-playing video game franchise created by Dean Hoduma. Currently owned by Imagineer. The main series of RPGs focus on collecting and battling the titular robots. The bulk of the games released have been on Nintendo platforms, including the Game Boy family, GameCube, the DS, and 3DS handhelds. Okay. And of course, it was developed by Natsume at some point, I guess. And then, wow. Okay. That's new. That's all new to me. Okay. And then, like you said, the manga ran longer than the anime series, of course. Huh. Today I learned. Today I learned. Alright, well, I mean... whatchamacall. So, I wouldn't disagree or hark too much when it comes to My Hero Academia, but I mean, of course, I preferably want One Piece, but, you know...
I mean, didn't we already technically have a One Piece fighting game? Technically.
If you want to count the arena stuff, sure, like Burning Blood and like all the other ones from the past. But if we were, yeah, if it's just Namco, I don't know. No one's mentioning Arxis at all, because the rumor I believe was Arxis, right? So maybe Namco is publishing it, right? Because they're doing that for Dragon Ball. So I guess they have the rights to it. So because yeah, I guess it makes sense because they have the rights to make the My Hero video games for right now. So if Arxis were to make the My Hero Arxis fighting game, they have to go to Namco to publish it. So then, although then again, I don't know. I'm not a complete expert on how publishing and stuff like that works, but that's just kind of what I imagine, because that's how it goes with fighters or Dragon Ball fighters. But yeah, either way though, I mean, it seems to be more and more likely that we'll have some sort of manga fighting game, and I do hope it's that will come to fruition at some point. Maybe we'll see that at Tokyo Game Show. To like just announce the name and not so much like have a game trailer or whatever, gameplay trailer. We'll probably see it otherwise, maybe next year, definitely. Maybe. So we shall see. We shall see. All right. So
it's Hatch Bell.
Hatch Bell, man. Or gosh,
how many people's gray hairs just popped out of nowhere?
There was
it was an arena fighter.
Yeah, there was an arena fighter. Yeah. I was thinking of something else. There's a very, if you want to go kind of obscure, there's this one anime series based off of manga that I took a look at briefly. I forget. It was about this kid with green hair. And his power, and people had these powers where you can convert this into this, you know, and he can make, and then the main character can make like something out of trash or something like that. I forget what it was called. It was very obscure. And then, of course, there's like themes around like, you know, recycling and the environment, that sort of thing, right? Obviously. I forget what it was. I want to look that up now. That's gonna bother me. With um
He's thinking, chat. He's trying to look for
oh, it's
the
called
lost
okay.
knowledge.
Wow, I just found it right away. Wow, it's called the Law of Ueki. So basically, okay, so he turns trash into trees. That's the thing. That's his like powers. Huh. Or in Japanese, it's called Ueki no Hoshoku or Hosoku. Okay. I'll put in our chat. See, or I'll even like look it up right here to see if you like recognize the art at all.
I'm just watching the opening right now. The fuck is this? The fuck am I watching?
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to go obscure, this is obscure, man. Yeah. Oh my goodness, yeah. I never finished the whole thing because I found like the whole thing like ridiculous, but yeah, of course, out of context, it sounds weird, but I'm pretty sure if you watch it all the way through, then you'll get something out of it, like the philosophy and everything. Oh, that's kind of a cool cover, like an album. But yeah, it exists. I'm not crazy. So yeah, any comment on that? The Law of Wiki. I mean, yeah, obviously we're kind of you're kind of out of context, but is it based off of manga? Yeah, it is. Okay, yeah.
I don't know, because I'm just watching this scene where, well, I guess we're gonna use that cover. The main character is talking to that beast thing right there in the corner. That damn thing is a fucking tsundere, and I'm like, oh.
Wow.
Like this.
Was it on show? No, it's just Shonen Weekly. Or Shonen Sunday. Okay. Yeah. It's not in Jump, so yeah. It's not as famous. Well, I remember something. Woohoo. That's the big takeaway from this. Well, we can definitely move on there because we can definitely name like a lot of manga at this point. We can come back around to it if we have some time, but by the end of it. But we do have stuff to go through still, so let's get through it. So, speaking on anime and fighting games, let's slap the two together because there was more news about Melty Blood, Type Lumina. So from Yoshiki Ono's tweet, as well as I believe Type Moon and someone else, there has been a release date and a trailer for it. So let's go check it out. So full screen this.
Okay, so how many times we're gonna see fake characters kill each other?
You're right.
So we need Emiya, Rin, Gilgamesh, Seiba, Ku, who should be dead in the first 5 seconds.
逃れることはできないと知りなさい。軟弱。私がさ加減できませんからね。不愉快。
You know that's... Oh, there she is.
Oh no, yeah.
哀れに消える準備はできていて。
Yeah, Akiha.
僭越ながら。
Yeah, and then here come the maids.
Okay, so little Ilya is running around somewhere, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because those are pretty much the maids.
Yeah, yeah, the servant maids.
Oh, there he is!
Yep.
There's Emiya!
Yep.
You're not Emiya.
That's yeah. The not Emiya. I think he came first before Emiya, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
So he's like the prototype Emiya, pretty much.
Okay, I did not see no Gale.
Yeah.
I saw no Seba.
Nope.
And I swear that's like a trope for type moons, like priest and priestess, or fathers and sisters. They gotta have like 3 freaking swords in their fingers.
Yeah, right. the nuns, the priests.
Yeah,
and,
the nuns.
Mm-hmm.
Like there is no Fate series I don't recall not seeing one of a nun or a priest just out of nowhere. It's like, I have 3 swords with me. It's like,
Yeah.
but why though?
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
I think it's a pretty funny trope that they always sort of reference and stuff like that. They like recycle throughout their properties or franchises.
you see a quiet maid, and the other one is the loud one.
Yeah, the loud one. Uh-huh. Her voice is funny. Yep, and then you have the silly loud maid. I like the sprite animations. It's pretty cool. Very nostalgic. You don't really get to see it nowadays because you know how fighting games are going with 3D stuff.
Mystic Eyes. So this is taking from that other Type Moon movie series.
Oh, Garden of Sinners.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I still have to watch it. Is it good?
It's pretty cool. I like it.
Because there's what, 6?
I believe
6 or 7 like
7
movies.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think I'm like almost there, but I kind of stopped at some point. I was watching it with Christian, aka Ender. So, but we kind of stopped at some point because you know busy. But it's pretty cool. There's a lot of talking and stuff like that, and some like obscure sort of dialogue they gotta like pick out and whatever.
Like, what
but
I got from Garden of Sinners, there's a lot of like, I know I'm using the word wrong, but there's no other way to kind of like compare it to. A
Sure.
lot of talk of philosophy.
oh yeah, sure, yeah, oh absolutely.
Yeah, I was like, because I just saw one clip for 5 minutes. They were just talking about philosophy, and I'm like, I came here to watch fighting and
Yeah.
Mystic Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
If I wanted to listen to philosophy, I would have go and watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood,
Yeah.
where I actually get invested.
Mm-hmm. So, we do have the release date for it, which is right at the end of September. Gosh, that was all another game in September / October. So we're in that broke-tember and broke-tober sort of window. So that kind of sucks, but hey, I mean, it is what it is. And it's coming out for PS4, Switch, Xbox One, and also Steam now. So Steam. I'm actually probably gonna get it on Steam, but we'll see about that. But I think I'm gonna try to aim it towards Steam. And then there is, I guess, a deluxe edition. And that will include for the digital version anyway, it says what is that? Artwork, And sound collection. Okay, so a soundtrack collection of the background music, right? And then yeah, and there's a standard edition for $50. So not too bad, all things considered. And early purchase bonuses, additional content, Arquid announcements. Okay. Don't know what that one's about, but huh. Weird. Is it like a different version of Arquid? Arquade? Not too sure. But anyway, that's cool. Look forward to it. And now, to wrap up the fighting game talk, it is time we talk about Strive, as we both played
It's a piece of shit.
All right, so
that's how we started off.
No, I mean I'll let you. No, I'll let you start this off. Where your feelings are right now with Strive.
The lobby system is a piece of shit.
Absolutely, yeah. Right away.
We got fucking witness thanks to who was it? Who came into our lobby last night and when we tried to fight?
Josh.
Josh.
Yes.
It took I don't know why it's so difficult to like jump in sometimes to just start the match.
Yep.
Like Jesus Christ, his character was just there. Waiting for I want to say 5 minutes. Is that a good time? Like 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
And I'm trying to like reconnect because I wanted to switch my character.
Yeah.
So I was kind of getting over with Potepkin, and I think
you wanted to change it up a bit, yeah.
Yeah, Josh wanted to not play against Potepkin.
Yeah.
Two Potepkins and one little chip is like
Right.
So yeah, lobbies fucking sucks. Booting the damn game to connect to said server fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Because it goes through like what 10 connections. And it's like why?
I don't know what it's doing really, honestly.
Man. Just my other complaint, which I guess people can say it's it's kind of like my fault, but it's a personal choice. I like using pad. But this shit, I don't know. Like it does not. It feels like it doesn't read the inputs correctly.
I would say
I had.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
I had more input reading, like actual accurate input reading on the PS4's controller. Which is fucking weird. So, if they could, maybe in some way or fashion, we are allowed to like manipulate or fix the sensitivity on the directional buttons. Even on this, it goes all over the place. Like if I try to make like a simple half back circle.
Yeah, half circle back, yeah.
And you know, like when you're on the training, you can see
the
little square your stick. I do this, and then all of a sudden I'm seeing this, and I'm like, where did the up input come from? Hello?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
All I can say though is that when it comes to that situation, Potemkin doesn't really help that situation either. So I would say try out Faust or anyone else really who has defensive options, and then try to do, whatever their special moves are, whatever, and to see how consistently you can do, and then I think you can safely draw the conclusion of where that's coming from. Is that from you? Is it from the controller? Is it from the game? Like, you know what I mean? So, because Potemkin, especially like we were playing last night, and there were times when you're in a corner, you're starting to sort of struggle. I noticed, and that's because Potemkin really struggles in the corner. You know, that's just how he is. So I wouldn't draw to the conclusion just yet. I would just say, if you can do the input and training mode like consistently or whatever, or I don't know, to try a different character in general, right? Who has actually a way to get out of the corner and stuff like that. If you can't consistently get out of the corner or do the things you want to do, like a DP for example or something like that, I don't know, then you can draw from the conclusion personally from there, right? Because there are times, even for me on the fight stick, there may be times where my input could be a little weird, despite doing the motion correctly. But
yeah, there was like sometimes like you had me in the air after you knocked me up, and it's like, okay, please tell me you're gonna land Potemkin's grab. Oh
yeah, the DP grab thing, or heat knuckle, and then sometimes
I can hear your motions. I was like, okay, he's doing it. Where is it?
Yeah. Okay, so I will say though, when it comes to that situation, when you counter someone, right, it does that big counter, right? That really messed up my timing at the time. So I'm like doing it. I'm like, dude, why is it not coming out? Like what the hell is going on? But you have to wait for the counter to be over, and then you throw you do the grab or whatever you want to do. So
you can. Well, for me, when I do that, I guess it's just me just already what's it called? I'm already putting the motion and just spamming the damn hit.
The
I
button.
forgot what the term. I forgot what the term.
You're buffering the input.
Yeah, there you go. I'm buffering the input. So I guess it's because if I already see like the active like frame of the opponent flying, it's like, okay.
Okay, that's interesting. I actually want to try that out now. The big counter and then buffering the input and then just hit the button whenever. Yeah. Okay, I do want to try that then next time then. In training mode, of course. First.
So it is fun to see you guys' reaction when I do play with my Potemkin. You guys are cornering me, and then I just do his like special. It's like, okay, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Just wasted, and it's like, why? Like, I vote.
Yeah. Well, that's my option select too. I'm like, all right, I'm out. That's it.
And if you catch the guy on the way up, then it's more fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I did this on purpose.
Yeah. That was part of my plan. Yeah, that was all part of the plan. Yeah. Yeah.
I guess.
Go ahead.
I guess for like Strive, like I love Potemkin, but I guess it's because, again, directional buttons are kind of whack.
I don't like how the D-pad feels when it comes to the controller.
It feels fucking weird.
I will say that much, but I'm not gonna say like whether it's good for fighting games or not, because that could be a personal thing or something like that. I'm not gonna like draw that conclusion, but the comfort, I'm not gonna touch it. That's what I'm gonna say.
Well, see, I do the old style since I have been doing it since the late '90s with fighting games on pad. You get your shirt. And you do this.
Oh wow. Wow.
That's old style, kids. We learned that because we had to play fighting games on, like the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
God, those D-pads were a fucking blister.
They're bound to make some blisters happen, yeah.
That it'll make a man out of you.
Have you played with randos at all?
No.
Oh, it's just us. Yeah. I haven't played with randos either. I probably should just to like get more, more experience.
I should, but the only thing I'm worried about is their connection.
Yeah, I mean, there have been some bad ones. I've noticed on James's end. Yeah.
James and Josh's, like the one I saw last night when you were fighting them. There was that one match, like in the beginning, like the first 5 seconds, it just went hiccup, and then it stabilized. But I was like, oh, that that 5 seconds kind of like ruined it. And also for us, there was like that one. It was like a small lag spike, but that ruined it, ruined my combo, and I was like, oh, there it is.
Really? Oh wow, I didn't see that. So it might have been a rollback thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, the rollback netcode had work, not helping.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. I actually did not catch that at all. It looked fine on me on my end. So I mean, that's what happens with rollback.
Yeah.
It's not like consistent on both people's ends.
Yeah, it's not perfect, but it's like that thing, like, you know, thank you for existing.
Yeah. Oh no. I mean, it's a great netcode in comparison to like the other ones we've had over the years. Like Street Fighter sucks, even though it is considered a rollback, but it's bad rollback. And then most other fighting games are delayed based, which for the most part are bad.
With the Street Fighter one, our matches were okay, but it could have been better. If I, you know, plugged in an Ethernet. I was Wi-Fi.
You were a Wi-Fi warrior at the times, yeah. So
yeah.
Granted, though, I mean,
Mortal Kombat.
Oh man, Mortal Kombat,
awful.
that was actually really bad before they updated it, thankfully. But
yeah,
at the time,
I remember I was doing the reptile combo.
Yes.
Went into slow, you know, slow time.
Yeah, the nimble ability or whatever.
Yeah, and I think it was me calling it out, going like, I don't like the feel of it because it feels like I can't do nothing, even though the game is like showing I'm doing something.
Yeah, you know, especially with the dial-in combo type of thing, and also the dial-in, and also the I hate to put it this way, but the dial-up quality of our connection because of the netcode at the time really did not did not help the really for itself. But back to here, I think the point is that the netcode is really good for the most part. It's not perfect, of course, but
it's not perfect.
But in comparison, it's like a godsend, you know. So absolutely a godsend. But you've been, you know, you made it obvious at the very start. The lobby, it has to be fixed. Like absolutely has to be fixed. Like it's like Dragon Ball, right? We're like teleporting like all over the place.
Oh yeah. It's like, oh, Josh is here. Where is he?
Yeah.
he's on the second floor. Okay, goes to the second floor. He's back on the first one.
Yeah. And then like there are times where you want to get off the machine, but you can't get off the machine.
Yeah.
Because it's trying to get you off the machine, but the connection is like so slow for some reason in the lobby. Oh my god.
Or it's like sometimes you want to get off the machine, but your character is just sliding across the screen. It's like,
oh my god.
It's like where am I going? It's like, bye guys.
Yeah.
I'm going this way.
Yeah. It's really bad. It's like easily the worst part of the game, unfortunately. On top of the communicating with the server, you know, those parts. But
I know, holy shit.
Yeah, those take that thing takes years pretty much to like get that going. So if you're gonna be like, oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was like last night. I was like, okay, here you go. Here's the room code. 2 minutes later.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Yeah. I'm
connecting to server.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it's like if you want to really get Strive going, you have to like boot it up early. It's not like, oh yeah, I want to wait a little bit. I'm gonna take care of some stuff and then I'll boot it up. You know, you gotta like hit it and then do whatever you need to do, and then you know it should be booted up by then. But man, it's a nightmare overall. Like I really did hope that the delay helped with you know, like because they were releasing the game in April, right? They were going to, but they delayed it to here June. But it really did not seem to help that much, unfortunately. So it's been what 2 weeks now, right? So about 2 weeks. And we haven't seen anything at all when it comes to like immediate sort of fixes and stuff like that. There was a patch of sorts with the network stuff, but I have not seen any changes apparently. So I mean, apparently there was a patch, but I have not seen any changes at all. That helps. Like it's still bad. There is a thing specifically designed. If that person is stuck on the machine, you can knock them out of the machine. It's like as if they were aware of like these problems, and yet they didn't go out their way to fix that problem. They just added in this button, the drop kick that your avatar can do to knock the person off the machine. It's ridiculous. Like, isn't that like, if you really think about it, it's like that's like, it's so weird that they went out their way to do that instead of actually fixing the problem. You know what I mean? It just seemed like they put it's like literally a band-aid over a big wound, you know, like a big gash, you know.
And I kind of hate how with the lobby system, majority of this complaints of Guilty Gear will be about the lobby system. If the current host goes AFK for a long time, the whole room just shuts down.
Yeah, dude. Oh my goodness.
I fucking hate that. It's like lobby. Do you not see there's 2 active people?
Yeah.
Just move over the liter control to one of them.
Yeah, like the host is like a problem too. The host thing is a problem. If, you know, let's say one of our friends is like taking a long time in the bathroom or something like that, or, you know, trying to get dinner going, and he just leaves it as is, and we're playing, right? It just considers it as AFK, and then it shuts down the room. It's like, what the fuck? We were like in the middle of a match, and it says no answer from host, and then it literal fucking disconnect. It's like, what the oh my goodness.
I know.
That is a problem as well. Like, there needs to be a big overhaul to the lobby system. And also there's a little story with the lobby system, right? So mind you, this is the PC version, because Christian and the others do play on PC, because one of them only has it on PC. So they're trying to get a game going, but apparently they couldn't connect to each other, like on the machine. They could not connect to each other, and it was to the point where Christian got pissed off and did not want to play the PC version anymore. And then he was like, "All right, I'm gonna boot up the PS4 version. You want to play, Sean?" I'm like, "All right, yeah, sure. Let's get something going." And literally, we almost did not connect to each other on the console version as well. It is ridiculous, but we were able to miraculously somehow play. And then when the finding happens, that's where it shines. You know, like the rollback, netcode doing its work, and we can, you know, do stuff and stuff like that. You know, it feels like we're almost actually playing offline. You know, it's pretty close. But you know, like we said, it's not perfect, but it's a godsend from all the other fighting games that we've been playing over the years. Oh my goodness! But the lobby system is the biggest problem that we can say. Now, I don't think as we said, we didn't play any randos, so we don't get to really experience the towers, right? But
I am gonna refuse playing the towers.
there's also a problem with the towers too, because not only because the other person's connection, of course, but when it comes to ranking up, right? When you rank up just from one match, you automatically go up to the next floor. It's not like you can't finish a set, you know, versus 2 or whatever, and then you move up. You know what I mean? So it's like, well, fuck. I mean, so let's say you lost, and then that person moved up. It's like, well, fuck. Like I don't get to, you know, see if I come back or not. I only
there's no comeback. No, it's just one and done. Okay.
Yeah, one and done. Yeah. That it forces the one and done when that person ranks up or you rank up. So that's like a really irritating thing, I'm pretty sure, for like the more hardcore players, right? Because they want to do like the first of 2s or the first of 3s. You know what I mean? So that's like that's also a problem too. So hopefully, like, they'll have a thing where, yeah, if you ranked up during the middle of the match, okay, we'll hold it until that set is over, you know, despite how many losses you may have gotten, maybe during that set, you know, first of 2 or first of 3. But I mean, yeah, if you win, I guess if you win the entire set, okay, that's when it'll decide like, okay, you move up, you don't move up, or you do move up, or whatever. I don't know how it should be done there, but something needs to be done. So, that person should not move up after just that one set. It's such a like one and done thing, and yeah, that's not good in a way. If you're super casual, okay, sure, but for the most part, if you're gonna play a fighting game, it's agreeable to have at least a first of 2, you know, or yeah. That's pretty much, yeah. That's a big problem too.
And I haven't seen it yet on any streamers. This stream like Max's, Steve, Kenny's, Blue River, Jay Wong. I haven't seen yet, unless I'm not catching it. Any whatchamacallit? What are they called? Like if the person starts losing, they just quit the game.
Oh,
rage quitting.
Rage
I haven't seen that yet, unless again I'm not catching it at the right time.
There's some people, there's some clips on Twitch that have, or not Twitch, Twitter, that had rage quitting. Like I think it might have been one actually, which is a very rare thing, you know.
Yeah.
So actually, I think the netcode does help, you know, keep the person like motivated to play, because now they know, or now they feel like they're in control of it, you know. So it's like they can more likely to blame it on themselves, I guess, or just blame it on the other person's character, like being cheap or whatever. I don't know what they do, but
yeah, but that kind is cheap when, you know, your character's health pool is kind of like the smallest.
Oh man, yeah, like even just like the small like Gatling combo he can do on, let's say, Ramethal, that already takes off half of her health. I'm like, holy shit.
Or just Potemkin's standing S and then standing.
Yeah, that's the small little Gatling thing that he can do. It's the two.
It just goes just overhead and then the chop. Like on Faust, I was like, where did my health go?
Yeah, the SSH. Yeah, the SSH HS combo. That's literally takes off half of health for like
some of them.
Yeah, like Ramethal, Faust. I know Chip is like a fucking paper mache. Oh man.
I know, that's why I love the meme. It's like they're showing all these Potemkin combos on Chip, and then you have that one just saying like, okay, now show it on a character that's not Chip.
Yeah, I know, right?
So you see the damage.
I know, right? Yeah. Like there's also the meme of like Potemkin trying to hit Chip, and it's like trying to hit, it's like a person trying to hit a fly or something like that.
Yeah.
But once you hit the fly, that thing is dead, you know, because Chip has no health. He has no health at all.
Which I kind of get, but that's the thing that kind of irritates me sometimes when it comes to fighting game. You have the big boys, their big health pool, do the damage, but they're slow as fuck. Then you have the fast people, moderate health pool. The damage is okay, but half the time it sucks. Yes. But if the person knows how to use them, it's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Thanks, Faka, and your Mila Rage.
Yeah, Amelia Rage. Yeah. Especially
Jesus Christ.
Especially when Potemkin has no option to get out of it. He just has to take it. So you have to just find the gaps somehow, and then you just gotta get out of there, pretty much. Yeah. Besides bursting.
Which again, which again, like, I guess it's just me. The burst bar recovers so damn slow.
It's meant to be slow, yeah. So you can only
but
only use it once per round, pretty much.
But it feels like it might not be enough. Like I think what they need to tweak it maybe down the line is like, let's say you do get hit a lot, it kind of builds faster. I mean, I see it, but it's like,
Yeah.
Because with rushdown characters, there's no way to just stop them.
Right.
They just go beep beep.
I mean, you have to look at Potemkin's damage output though when you land that one command grab. It's like for most characters, it's half the health, you know, or
It is.
a little more for some characters, but you know, so you gotta just land that one grab. But you know, it is all the more rewarding, but it is very hard.
It is. Yeah. It's very hard, but it's fun to see other people's reaction. It's like, please don't grab me.
Yeah. Yeah, like oh god, oh god, yeah.
But it's fun. Like Potemkin mirror matches are irritating, but
it's fair. Yeah.
it's fun to see who can do the Kara faster.
Right? Or if you just let the person Kara to you and then you do your grab, it's like it's like the Wild West.
Because there was like moments like Faka and I kept trying to like out-Kara each other, and it's like, oh god, why? It's like, oh god, why? It's like, I don't know. I'm just pressing buttons.
Yeah. It's like
I guess with like,
go ahead.
Yeah, but I guess with like my Potemkin, I just need to calm down, I guess.
Right, yeah, no,
once I get because once I get like locked, it's like, okay, one of these buttons are going to work, right? It's like, no. Stop there. Sir.
A lot of people like that, like a lot of characters that do that lock you in the corner. There is a gap somewhere, but you just have to like really find out where. For me right now, Eno is like kind of the problem for me. Like, have you played against Christian's Eno or Ender's Eno?
No.
It's hard.
Well, that's the thing, like, because I think Ender's game is only on PC, right?
It's only on PC. No, he has on PS4, so you can play him. If,
So he double dipped.
He double dipped, yeah. Yeah. So
which I don't know. To me, it's like that. You know, you guys double dipping is kind of like.
Yeah, it's I thought about double dipping, but at the end of the day, I did spend quite a bit of money just to get the PlayStation 5 version, which is the deluxe edition. So I'm just gonna like, you know, because you have to get the DLC for the PC version if you're gonna do that too. So it's like, that's costing a lot. So I'm just gonna, I don't know, because because the next time I do get a major fighting game, right, I can't share it with Josh because we're doing the family sharing thing. So that's how he's playing Guilty Gear right now. So I would feel bad if, you know, right? But I mean, maybe if we talk it out, but I'm sure it'll work out. But I still even after the fact, I still feel bad because, you know, that could be because of that fact. But you know, it's like, oh, I want to get on PC because I don't know some shit or some, I don't know. But
yeah, but then when you think about it, like for like games like Guilty Gear, eventually cross-platform is gonna happen. We just don't know when.
True. Yes. Yeah. I oddly enough, I keep forgetting about that too, because I mean, I don't know why they did not let that happen with the crossplay or whatever. Because even Street Fighter did that. Street Fighter 5 on day one was a thing, you know. So I don't know why they didn't let that happen. Maybe it was like with Sony and the publisher, or I don't know, some shit going on.
Yeah, I think Sony right now is just doing Sony things.
Yeah, they're being very anal about it, I guess. So that's probably why we're getting cucked on that.
We at Sony don't want to be with our competitors.
Yeah, pretty much, right? So
why are you mad?
I think it might be 6 months. I think we have to wait for 6 months to let that happen because games like Borderlands, for example, right? They didn't even get crossplay until like now. Like I think that it just happened now. So
you want to talk about cross-platforming that didn't happen until recently? Hey, Overwatch,
yeah. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Right. Yeah, that's funny that you pointed it out. That is definitely a thing.
Like when I saw that, I was like, Overwatch, cross-platforming beta happening now. I was like, what year are we?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Shouldn't this been supposed to be established like
When it came
2
out.
years after?
Yeah.
Or at least 2 years after the release.
Or like a
But
couple
I
months
was like-
after. Or I mean, I don't know. Or a year. Or a year. I'll give it a year.
Or a year. But
Yeah.
still, I was like, what?
Yeah, like now, like what the fuck? How
like
old is that game?
now?
Like
How old?
5? It's like 5 years old, right, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least 5 years.
And
Oh
then
boy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But everyone, Strive is good.
Yes,
But
it's fun.
The lobby system, you kind of want to like punch something into the dirt.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, like yeah. Once you get the matches going, it's fun. Like you know, when you have the rematch and just keep rematching, right? But once you get out onto the lobby, it's like, oh my god, like I gotta deal with this shit. Like, oh yeah, we gotta switch to the character. Wait, don't hit fucking X or whatever, or hit ready until I switch to my character, and I'm back in the fucking line, you know. And then sometimes I get booted out of the spectator thing, so I can't even watch the match, even if I follow everything else, you know. And what do you call it? It is not friendly for streaming. Oh my goodness, like I've seen people struggle trying to stream this game. Like sometimes, you know, because you get booted out, it's like, well, what am I gonna do, right? You know, as a streamer, like, oh man, it is a nightmare, I'm sure, for like people who are trying to run online tournaments and such, because of how the lobbies are going right now.
Yep.
And also, and this is gonna go for every fighting game, like every modern fighting game. Can we please get a fucking character select screen like every time we play? Like, I don't wanna pre-select my character and then go into the machine or whatever, or get in line and then we play. Like, can we just get in line and then ready up, and after the ready up, get a freaking character select screen? Like, what is it about character select screens that devs are so like, it's such a like taboo, you know, to them when it comes to online?
I think it's
play?
because because they are just thinking like, oh, people just want to get in, you know, cut the middleman out, as they say. It's like I don't care. I do want to take my time.
Yeah, I guess.
Because to me, when you go in the select screen, it's kind of like that window of like, ooh, I'm ready. I'm ready for whoever you're picking, right?
Yeah, counter picking, I guess.
It's the counter picking or the anticipation, and then go kaboom. But now it's like, okay, I know who you're gonna pick for this upcoming match. I know how you. It's like, let me guess. Potemkin again? Ah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, dude, like, I mean, for the most part, like, the majority of people don't fucking care about the counter picking or what character you're gonna pick. Like, can we just get a character select screen, please, so that way we don't have to like deal with all this shit. You know what I mean? So we can just get in line, ready up when when it's our turn, and then we just, you know what I mean? So we don't have to like get out of line, do all this shit. Oh wait, don't hit the ready button. We have not everyone has selected a character yet, and then, you know what I mean? Like, it's just such a interruption to the flow, you know?
Yeah.
You can't adjust as you're playing the game. You have to adjust. You have to completely stop the momentum and like the excitement and everything, and then just so you can, like, you know, select that character. It's such an irritating thing. It's such a pet peeve of mine nowadays, you know. And I think some people from our Discord can agree with that. Like, you know what I mean? So, but other than that, when it comes to like other little small features, the fishing is a little weird because, or it could use some work too, because one, you can't unlock colors for characters. There's no like, there's no incentive for that. Granted, you can unlock music. That's kind of neat, but it's more for your little dinky little avatar that you have for the lobby, which, again, that lobby sucks. So it's like, at the end of the day, you kind of don't care, right? And you know, they really stuck to their guns about the whole like the pixel look or whatever with the lobby, the hotel lobby, right? Whether you're in a tower or at a park, which I kind of am indifferent about it at this point. But at first, I'm like, why does it look like this? You know what I mean? So I kind of expect it to be like the Dragon Ball Fighters or Grand Blue or the older Guilty Gear kind of lobbies, like where you have a little chibi version of like your character. It's kind of cute, alright, you know, it's a little 3D and cartoony and all that stuff. And at least there, the lobby system worked, you know. So what happened here? You know what I mean? There's no like characters jumping around and all this like little headache and stuff like that, you know. Around that time it worked, but you know, sometimes I just want a simple fucking lobby system. It's like like MVCI, for example. Like, yeah, visually not pleasing, but it functions so well, like it works, you know.
And that's the other thing. Sorry to bring up the fishing thing.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Why can't we just spend all the damn
Currency
money at once?
Yeah.
I don't want to do 2,000. And let's say we had like 100K.
Yeah. You're gonna be spamming the 2K.
We'll be doing this.
Yeah.
How much did I just spend? Only 8K.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yep. That is that's the gist of it anyway. I mean, it's the most of our complaints thankfully don't really come from the fighting itself, the fighting game itself, the mechanics and everything. I think we should talk about more of the Roman canceling, the actual mechanics themselves. I think that it's really cool as much as the game is supposed to be simplified, because there's been a lot of tech about, you know, the Roman canceling, like purple, red, yellow, blue, that sort of thing going on. And I think Potemkin really highlights it, in my opinion, like to at least to some extent too, especially with like all those like videos on Twitter that you see. There was one where Snake Eyes was about to die, but then he came back with one combo, and then he approaches, and then he whiffs the command grab because this Saul player, you know, backdashed. But then he canceled the whiff with this Roman cancel, and then he fast Roman canceled into his second command grab, and then he grabbed him at the time because, you know, Saul is stuck in place, and then he was able to fast Roman cancel. So that's actually really cool, you know. That's such a like cool little option select you can do just for a meter. So that you know, stuff like that, for example, you know, is really cool, that of what you can do with Roman canceling in certain characters, right? Obviously it's not just Potemkin, but you know, so many other characters can use, you know, Roman cancels in such these ways or whatever. So that the tech and all that stuff is really cool, even though like the game itself is supposed to be simplified as the direction is supposed to be going. But you know, no matter how simple a fighting game is, there's going to be stuff that's hard, you know, and it's also it's still going to be hard to be good against other players, because that's just how fighting games are, you know. It's just you and the player.
Yep.
That sort of thing. And the mentality is still there. You know, even a game like Smash, for example, like you have these simplified inputs and such, and yet it's some of the most complex fighting games out there, because the whole like platforming thing and the positioning and all that stuff, you know, stages, you know, there's counter picks with the stages, you know, as much as there's counter picking with the characters, for example, that sort of thing. The wall splatting and stuff like that could maybe get some changes. I don't know. Maybe that's something for the pros to complain about, but I'm not so different about it. Whatever. Was there anything within the game mechanics that you wanted to point out?
Well, besides the burst.
Oh yeah. No insta kills. So I guess not yet.
Yeah, but I think that's gonna come like later.
Yeah, maybe later, or maybe that's their intention anyway. Maybe no insta kills this time around.
Oh my god, if there's no insta kills, then it's not really a
Guilty
guilty gear when you think about it.
Well, yeah, I mean,
did XR have insta kills on the first iteration?
absolutely it did. It did.
It did. Well, I guess it's because for this time around the graphics is kind of like up there, so it takes.
So like the animation, yeah, it might have taken longer a while to. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. You want to get that base
when
roster.
I look, yeah, and then when I looked at it, like through all the characters, like overdrives, Kai's one is the only one that looks like cinematic. Everyone else looks like 1, 2, 3 done.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 done. 1, 2, 3 done. Kai is like, wee. It's like,
yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not cinematic heavy this time around, I guess.
Yeah.
They really want to just focus on the fighting, which, I'm okay with. As long as the fighting itself is like refined and good and feels good, especially with Potemkin. Like when you do get the counter 2H or whatever, 2HS to the heat knuckle, that itself is like as simple as it is. It's pretty fucking satisfying. And also get the Kara grab and or just a regular command grab itself. Those things. I'm sure for different characters it's satisfying in their own right too, and the sort of like that satisfaction, like feel good factor is definitely there. Obviously maybe some characters do need some work, but that's just how fighting games go. At this point, I think the meter gain is fine this time around. I think it has been improved from
the tension gauge.
The tension gauge is better from the last two betas or whatever, or whichever beta. So that's fine. Maybe it could use some work, but it's fine for right now. Maybe when, like, I don't know, Strive 2.0 whatever it is going to be called, maybe they'll do something fun with the tension gauges, but for right now it's fine. Yeah.
Guilty Gear Strive X.
Strive X, I don't know, right? Yeah, I don't know what they'll call it. Rev
X.
Rev X. Yeah, right, I know, right? Like, or Ultimate Edition, I don't know. Anyway, anything else? I've messed around with May a little bit, and she is her
What's wrong with you?
Her regular fucking slash is just so good. I'm like just throwing it out there, and then I get counter because it's so like oppressive. And then the dolphin, of course, Mr. Dolphin
was fighting because they were using May a lot, and I was like, you gotta stop jumping. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. the heavenly Potemkin Buster. Oh man, it does feel good to land that. That one
it feels good to use it as a getaway.
It's an option select. Yeah, it's an option select. Like, oh wait, why did you whiff it? Like, no, I didn't whiff it. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I was trying to get out of the corner. I don't know what you're talking about. Even though,
or if you accidentally like
do it, yeah.
do it, and then the opponent gets caught. It's like, yeah.
I did that. Yeah.
I did it.
Yeah, I did that.
I planned it. Because I knew that you knew that I was going to do this, so you tried to stop me by jumping in. But you knew that I knew that if you did jump in, that you would get caught. But you knew that, but I knew that.
Yeah. All right.
Like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I think we've definitely talked about most of the things. Yeah. I haven't touched story mode, so I can't talk about that. So, I don't know if you'll.
So our current setting on Strive is it's good to play with friends. Just take a big grain of salt into your veins. The lobby system is gonna kill it for you.
Probably, yeah, because
it
can really like set off bad moods when it comes to the lobby system, man. Yeah, in the most terrible of ways. But yeah, you know, as a video game, it's a pretty complete package. You do have an arcade mode, you know, so you have something for yourself to kind of mess around with. Again, with the story mode, there's, I think it was like what 4 hours, right, from what I'm seeing. So you have something there. It's like a Netflix series type of thing. You have like chapters and stuff like that to stop or whatever. So there's that if you really are into the story mode type of thing. The training mode is kind of nice. I do like the training mode stuff, the features and blah blah blah. There's the tutorial mode they can mess around with to learn the game and learn some combos, I guess, for some characters. But yeah, other than that, it's a pretty solid fighting game package if you can really tolerate the lobby system. But I think Strive does still deserve all the praise so far. So far, it has shipped 6 times the copies now as FFVIIR did a long time ago, which is like now it's like what, over 300,000 at this point for Strive. So big congrats, big accomplishment, as Guilty Gear has been niche in comparison to other fighting games. So I think it's cool that it is getting this sort of spotlight right now. So I just hope for improvements in the future, especially for the fucking lobby system. I cannot say that's enough. But yeah, solid netcode, solid fighting game as is. And yeah, so right now it's if I were to give it a score, it's a good 7 out of 10. And most of the 3 points just come from the lobby system and some of the nuances that they sort of missed, but mostly on this lobby system. But the most important part, which is the fighting, feels good, netcode great, all that jazz is good. Would you say you give a similar score, Zawa?
I'll do one better. It gets a B minus.
Oh, okay, B minus. So like what, like a lowest 8 out of 10?
No.
The lowest, the absolute like lowest.
Yep, there's that negative somewhere in that.
I think it's a B minus though. If you were to go by a letter, I think it's a good B minus, but a very solid B minus. So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, we can definitely move on to let's get through these game news. We definitely had a lot to say about Strive, but anyway.
Because it sucks.
The lobby system is so bad. Alright, anyway. Let's get through these. So this one's a quick little thing to talk about. So these are the most pre-ordered games after E3, apparently, according to Stealth 40K. Number 1 is Metroid Dread. That makes sense. But other than that, there's Skyward Sword HD. Number 3 is Mario Golf, which I should probably get on that with the pre-order. Number 4 is actually Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I actually thought it was gonna be a little lower because how people feel about it. Mario Party Superstars, number 5. Number 6 is Guardians of the Galaxy. Far Cry 6, number 7. Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance, number 8. Madden, of all things, is number 9. Yeah. And then number 10 is Pokemon Legends Arceus, which, as much as I would like to have this on the little higher up, I understand why it's number 10 amongst these games because of how it looks right now, and the release date is a little suspect. What do you think? What do you think of this list?
I don't care.
Hmm.
I don't see Bayonetta, so I don't care.
No, I see. Okay, I understand. Understandable.
Yep.
I see where you're coming from. Alrighty. On
Not to
to some
cry.
yeah. On to some Pokemon card news. There were some new cards revealed for, I believe this is Evolving Skies. Yes, it is. So so far we do have more ultra rares revealed. So we have a Lichen Rock. I believe this is the Dusk form. Oh, I don't know why they didn't do the magnification thing. Oh, there you go. So there's the Lichen Rock. I think that's the Dusk one? Or Dawn. I forget which one it is supposed to be. Not the regular one. And then we have the VMAX version, which does look pretty nice. I do like the pose and the colors, right? As always. Let's see this. We have one for Golurk, right? With a single strike stamp on there. There's a holo rare, I believe, for Absol, which absolutely looks nice. I do like the artwork from that. Other cards. Oh, there's the Gyarados. We have another Gyarados ultra rare. What do you know?
Gyarados.
Gyarados. For both V's and VMAXs. They're pretty similar for the most part. But I do like the V, regular V for the most part, because like the rainbow and like, or the holo graphic thing and the background, the water, that, you know, that sort of jazz. Because of how similar it looks with VMAX, it's like, all right, well, I don't know. I guess I'd take either one, you know. This one is Volcarona. Again. I don't know why Volcarona keeps getting these like ultra rares and stuff like that.
She's Mothra.
Kinda. Medicham, I believe that's the English name, has a V. I think this might be the first one. I have not seen ultra rares for at least Medicham for a long time. But anyway, that's it on that part. There has been big news again for Pokemon cards. The 25th anniversary set has finally been announced or revealed, I should say. So far, this is what it looks like. So this is kind of reminiscent of Generations, which was the 20th anniversary set for Pokemon. That's what the wrapper looks like. It's called Celebrations now, instead of Generations. And what's special about these booster packs, instead of 10 cards, they come with 4. And they only come with like special like cards within the set. So for the most part, I believe they're highly collectible. I don't know. Oh wow, that's like really small. But for the most part, they're going to be highly collectible. I don't know how they're going to be in the actual game or the trading card game. Which they do look nice. They have like the different things on there, like the Zacian X, Hydreigon C, for what I'm seeing. And then different you know, boxes and stuff like that. There's a Dragapult Prime box. There's one with Charizard, of course. Sylveon, Zacian, so on and so forth. And of course they have the ETBs, which do look very similar with the Generations. And that one, I believe, comes with what? 10 Celebration booster packs and then 5 regular booster packs, which does, I guess, that's their way of making up the same number of cards that you'll get from like the regular ones. So this one is 50 bucks. And then there is the Pokemon Center version, which does look a little different. I actually kind of do like this one a little better because there is a little more going on, just from the box alone. Mini tins, which are, you know, adorable because they all have like the starters from first to current generation. So pretty cool, pretty adorable. More boxes. This one has the fat Pikachu in there as the little toy that comes with. I don't know how big this one is. Maybe it might be like a the Detective Pikachu size amiibo type of dimensions. But I don't know. Otherwise, it's
Pikachu's face is like, I just shit it really bad.
yeah.
But I'm happy.
Yeah, but I'm happy I took that shit.
Well, I farted really loud, or I gave the biggest fart in the car, and I have controls over the window.
Yeah. There's also the collector's chest, along with the premium collection box. Which does come with some promo cards. So yeah, they haven't revealed too much of the other cards. I think these cards are probably promos. Yeah, these are promos. Yeah, so they're not part of the booster packs per se. So you can get these a little easier, I guess, if you really want them. Especially with you know, Dragapult and Zacian, for example. Or maybe Q in Toxtricity, for example. So I don't know how much value they'll have, but they'll probably be more on the lower side. And actually, I actually started to play the TCG online game to better understand the rules, and it actually isn't that hard to get into. But man, the way they like use some of the Vs and Vmaxes are super fucked up. Oh my goodness. There's an Alakazam V where, depending on how many cards you have in your hand, it'll do like more damage. So if you're like holding a bunch of cards, you're gonna get fucked. You know, that's one example. Also, there's like Pokemon where it depends on how many Pokemon you have in your bench. So like, for example, if you have like a lot of Pokemon on your bench, they can do a lot more damage on you. You know, those are like the really simple examples that I can give. And like, there are cards where like they're like slapping a bunch of energy on these Pokemon, and they'll like do a bunch of damage, right? Depending on how their effects are. Oh my goodness, the Vs and Vmaxes really fuck you up. So that's why there's a big emphasis on those cards nowadays. So if you plan to start playing at least the online version anyway, you definitely have to have a bunch of packs to start out with, so you can like try to pull the Vs and Vmaxes that you can play. There are regular cards where they can kill the Vs and Vmaxes, but it's hard. It's hard to not have or play without the Vs and Vmaxes, and GXs, for example, also. They'll push your shit in if you're not ready. Alrighty, that's it on those. Let's get on to some Sonic news, because they're celebrating the anniversary. It was the 30th anniversary. Quick bit of news. The director, I believe that's Izuka, hopes that the new Sonic game will lay the foundation for future Sonic games, just like Sonic Adventure did almost 20 years ago. I do hope that's the case, because Sonic has been going through a very rough, let's say 10 years, you know, a very long time. I mean, when was the last time you've seen a good, highly praised 3D Sonic game, you know? That's not Sonic Mania, for example. That's the big question here. So,
and was the Sonic games ever good?
Yeah, right. ever since Adventure, right? Also, interesting bit of news for Sonic. He has a VTuber thing going on now. Very strange, but alright. Luckily, this one's Japanese, but I don't know if the what was his name? Roger Craig Smith will get in on the English version of the VTubing. VTubering. I don't know how the verb version goes, but yeah.
Hey guys! 俺はソニック！ソニック・ザ・ヘッジホッグだ！走ってたら今度はこんなとこに来たぞ！ ツイッターっていうのか？いいね。ここもすごく賑やかで楽しそうだぜ。みんな、お祝いのコメント Thanks。 30年でも100年でもこれからもずっとよろしくな。 See you.
I think that's still the same voice actor for the Japanese Sonic, which is like, man, you know, in comparison to like all these English voice actors for Sonic, like, oh my goodness, so many changes, so many changes. Yup. And yes,
But again,
yeah, go ahead.
That was kind of like I was dying inside.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, make it stop.
Yeah. Yeah. Meanwhile, Japan still has that one voice actor, right? So you recognize him, you know, because what do you know? It's the same one voice actor. So it feels very Oh my god. Oh no.
It begins.
Oh man. You just had to get this screenshot. That's from the PewDiePie incident. Oh boy.
It begins.
It begins indeed. Anyway, that's all we got for that one. But yeah, let's try to talk about Final Fantasy Intergrade as brief but informative as we can, because we are on the
non-spoilery, even though it's
hard because it's very story driven, but we'll do our best. But what did you think, Zawa, of Intergrade?
Well, I knew they were going to insert her somewhere in the story because it's kind of like how Max was like talking about it like years ago.
Yeah.
Years ago, like to introduce the to introduce the characters again, they should be like plopped into like the story somehow instead of them just like popping out of nowhere. So I'm kind of happy that Yuffie is in Midgard when shit happened.
Yeah, it was a nice little clever way to insert her into the story. Yeah.
What I kind of wish they didn't put as canon is Dirge of Cerberus. So
yeah.
Like, wow.
I mean, we already know with the trailers, so I mean, yeah.
Yeah, we knew by the trailer, but because okay, it's not real. It's kind of spoilery, but I'm just gonna layman's term it.
Yeah.
In the original game, the people that you fight in Dirge of Cerberus is just briefly mentioned. That's it. Which somehow that little brief became Dirge of Cerberus, and now it's like, oh, we gotta make them canon now. It's like, no, you don't. You don't have to. Please don't.
Yeah. Anything else, Zawa?
The combat system is fun.
Yes, I like the team synergy thing. Yeah.
Yeah, the synergy stuff. So I'm thinking that that's how they're going to incorporate it for the next upcoming game or whenever part 2 comes out. That's how they're gonna just go like, here, this is how we're gonna do it.
Yeah, it's definitely a good testing ground for the team stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. Anything else? What do you think of the characters that were in there besides the Dirge of Cerberus stuff?
I wish there was more cutscenes or little interactions with the main cast.
Oh yeah, with like what was her name? Like Nia or Naya? Not Naya? What's it? The girl with the glasses? And then
oh, not her. I was talking about like Jesse, Bridge.
Oh,
Briggs,
those interactions. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah. Okay, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. Well, instead they're kind of like the side characters for like the mini games. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay, you even get to see a Roach in there at some point, right? So
Which was like out of. I was like, why are you here?
it's so, yeah, like where does he? Yeah, does that line up with, right? Like I'm not, I'm like kind of confused, you know. So
But he was like, I'm looking for a best friend of mine. Probably you have seen him. It's like, sir, you are really trying hard for for a fan fiction that will never be coming true.
yeah.
Please stop.
Mm-hmm.
You are scaring people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, really not much else to mention besides the spoiler stuff. But I mean, we can. I guess we gotta put out a warning at this point. But like, we're about to like open the
No,
can.
I'm not gonna say shit.
Oh really? Not gonna say. Okay. Well, maybe we'll leave it for a
again,
later time. But
Yeah, because I feel bad for those that don't have a PS5.
right, yeah, that's still like the really messed up thing about it is the fact that they didn't like try to have a PS4 version. You know, I guess it's just like it might be maybe that's the way of like incentivizing like or establishing. Oh yeah, so the remake now is a PS5 game, you know, because it does like the PS5 version of 7 is like eye-opening. Admittedly, you know, the differences with the graphics and stuff like that, the 60 frames and stuff like that is nice. But I kind of just wish that they just went ahead and make a PS4 version. You know, you know, for the most part, it just had to dumb down the graphics, right, by a little bit, in like in the minor places, you know. Because I think, you know, the PS4 version of 7 Remake was still phenomenal, you know, for the most part, especially during the most important bits. So why not do it here for Intergrade? So that's like, you know, the big case of like FOMO for a number of people, I'm sure. So I think for the most part though, it is short, definitely. If you want to like just go through the story, there are some optional boss fights that I'm not gonna touch because you know, it's you want to rip your hair out. I'm imagining. So yeah, because it took you like what, an hour, and you're like maxed out, right? On like at least
Yeah,
most
it
things.
took me an hour, and then I just cheesed the hell out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But then I saw another video recently. The person cheesed it out, but they completed that fight in, what was it, 53 seconds? 54 seconds. And I'm just staring, going like, what?
Was it one of those things? Was it one of those things where it's like, oh my god, it's so simple, but why didn't I think of that sort of thing? Or is it? Was it something else?
No, it was like something like, what?
Yeah. Like, why didn't I think of that?
You beat him, right?
Yeah.
You beat it, right?
Wait,
or
what?
Did you not beat it?
No, I didn't beat it. I'm not even gonna try. But now that you put it that way, it's like, oh.
Okay, you know what? Sorry, chat that's listening. We're gonna take like 1 minute of time for me to just show this, and you don't get to see only Hawk.
Okay. Well, I'll cut this part out. So.
Okay, and we're back, kids.
All right, hold on. All right, now we're back. All right, we're back. Yeah. Oh man. Alrighty. Well, anyway.
There's your motivation to try recreate that.
Nah, I'm not really like into completing stuff, so I don't really care.
You're not a completionist. How dare you?
I'm not a completionist, really. I just want to get to the story, man. That's all I care about for the most part. If I'm bored, I'll get back to it. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a completionist.
Yeah. Oh man, completing sets for Pokemon cards. Oh my goodness, that's
yeah. Good luck on that.
Yeah, right. Especially Chilling Reign, because Chilling Reign is supposed to be like the largest set so far. It's like what, over 200 cards. Gosh.
It's like saying that I want to make the complete set, including with the alternate arts of Generation 1 Pokemon, all first edition. It's like, good luck. I hope you have money for just the Charizards alone. Because isn't there like, what, 5 different versions of him?
In way more ways than one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So happy they're holographics.
Nice. Alrighty, well, for the most part, to wrap it up, I guess, for Intergrade, it's nice. It's good. It's pretty good. I do like the story, what was represented.
Ooh,
yeah. Obviously, there's gonna be some theories, right? Theory crafting, with what's going on and what they showed after the credits and stuff like that. So there is an after credits thing or post credit thing going on. So stick around for those, in case you want to get your hands on Intergrade at some point. And yeah, it's nice. I like it for what it was. It was fun playing with Yuffie and Sonnen, and I would say the regular boss fights were pretty fair for the most part. The last one I was like, all right, I can figure some stuff out, and then I beat him after. So it's not super hard. It's like pretty quick. It is $20 too, so you know you gotta expect the length to be like pretty short. That's pretty much it on that. It's nice, and it's a nice little way to kind of get yourself excited for, you know, what's in store for part 2 and then part 3, or maybe even possibly part 4-ish. I don't know. We'll see.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. So so with that, let's wrap it up with some movie and stuff, movie, anime, and all that fun stuff. Real quick here, we have Shazam with the costume reveal for, I guess, the upcoming Shazam movie. I think it looks pretty nice. I think they definitely did a good job like upgrading the costumes for the Shazam and crew, I guess you can say. Any comments, Zawa? Oh shit.
Why does this look like this? They're Homelander's like distant relatives.
Yeah, I get those vibes.
It's like, we're gonna die, right?
Yeah. I understand that reference. The voice is very good.
Well, let's see. Shazam right there in the middle could be up there if he if he cracks, he could be another Homelander or another Omni-Man. Beat up all his siblings and just do this.
Oh man. And do this at
Who
some
gave
point.
you your powers?
Yeah.
Think.
Yeah. Pretty funny. Been a lot of like alternate takes on superheroes as of late, which is kind of cool, interesting to say the least.
The one in the blue is like, it's been day 325, and they think I'm a superhero.
I kind of like the what they did with the female like casting or whatever, like the costumes. Like one is still relatively like masculine, I guess you can say, but and then you have like the actual like female version of the Shazam like costume, which is pretty neat. Yeah, it's kind of like a reminiscent of Power Rangers, you know. You still have, like, the Yellow Ranger is still like the same relatively with like the male members of the Rangers, and then the pink one will always have like the skirt thing going on, you know. Yeah, for the most part. So kind of reminiscent on that. So pretty neat. There's been talk about the Final Fantasy IX animated series or anime. Not too sure.
Why?
It's such a random one. I'm not. I mean, I haven't played 9, so I mean, have you?
I have, but I wasn't into it.
Right. So, I wonder why 9 of all things.
And I was like, because I was asking my boyfriend about it. It's like, was 9 that popular? And then he kind of like gave me like the rundown of 9 because I kind of blocked 9 out of my memory. He's like, it's your typical shonen anime. Boy has to save world, boy, and you have your cast of misfits. And I was like, oh shit, that is a shonen anime.
Yeah. Developed by Cyber Group Studios, which is a French studio, and they also apparently will be handling some the distribution, licensing, and merchandise that comes out of it. No episode count or anything like that. The production will end by 2021 or the beginning of 2022. Aiming towards children between the ages of 8 and 13. Okay, so it's not gonna be like a dark, mature take on a Final Fantasy IX, which I don't think will be necessary anyway. Alright. Oh, hello. Something went weird on my end. Don't know what happened there. Let me see. Hold on, let me fix you. Cause looks like you're like all the way over there somehow.
Whee!
Alright, and then there you go. Sorry about that. Right at the end, we had one more technical difficulty. Alright, we're still streaming, so that's good. Anyway, one more. This one's pretty cool. There's a crossover sort of movie with Courage the Cowardly Dog and Scooby. A crossover that I did not think we would need, but it's absolutely cool.
Of nowhere.
Oh gosh, this is pretty loud, but yeah, let's just play it. Fuck it.
Come on, let's go. We gotta catch up with Scooby-Doo. In the middle of nowhere.
When I first heard about this, I thought it was a joke.
I thought someone fan animated it. Like
yeah.
It's my friends. Oh. A lot of adventure.
Fucking Courage, dude.
It's kind of sad that the voice actor for Eustace passed away.
Oh, really? Dang.
That's why I think you see a lot of Muriel. That's why.
Yeah.
The voice actress for her is still
around. Yeah.
Enjoy. There's nowhere to
How hard and precise do you have to cut that? Because those plates are what? Porcelain?
Yeah, or ceramic. Yeah, porcelain.
Ceramic, and it's like a clean cut.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
He just sneezed all over Courage.
I know, right?
Did Scooby have the vaccine?
Well, it's a dog, so I'm pretty sure he's fine. Oh God, yeah. And I'm pretty glad this is like, you know, relatively 2D animated, so
Scooby-Doo meets Courage the Cowardly.
it's not like all 3D.
Jackpot. Watch the masters at work.
Oh God, the way they make sandwiches, man.
Excuse me, must have been something I ate.
Fucking Courage, dude, his laugh. He's
Jesus Lord, Jesus, hi!
hi, sci-fi. Oh,
I'm
man.
deaf. I cannot see anymore.
That's cool. Glad to see these two alive somehow, and then they're coming together.
So I wish there was some sort of blend between the two art styles, you know? Because, you know, Courage has this really unique art style.
Yeah.
It looks too smooth.
Yeah, I think it's just like the digital, the digital animation that they're using. It is still hand drawn, it looks like, but the
Yeah, it's still, but it's just the art style. Like, I just wish it was like somehow blended to that middle ground. That it has the new Scooby Doo's art style, but it's Courage's art style that you can easily pick up.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. You kind of see it here, like the when they scream like that, like here. That's a Courage thing. And then you see Scooby's like mouth like a little more detailed, kind of like Courage. But yeah, I mean, it still works for what it is right now. Yeah, currently. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you definitely can tell like this character is from like a Courage, the Cowardly Dog sort of world, and then meanwhile you have like Fred right here, who, you know, also looks obvious in his own like little way. He has the Sasquatch, which is a nice little reference. And then and then you pointed out how precise these cuts were to the place. Oh man, I forget Eustace has like no teeth. He has like he's just like either dentures or he doesn't have teeth at all. Which I don't know how he's gonna be able to eat the bread. I guess he has the water, so. Yeah. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Very nostalgic for us 90s kids, and of course the kids from like what, the 70s, right? Because of Scooby.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like late 60s, early 70s, because like the way they're drawn and stuff like that. The bell bottoms really give it away. That's cool. Very cool. Overall. And that's it from us. That's it. Damn, we're still close to 3 hours because we were like talking about Strive, man.
Strive's a piece of shit.
Yeah, it definitely needs work. That's thankfully it's not more towards the fighting game, the actual fighting game. It's just lobby stuff.
It's just like the little knickknacks, and also, oh yeah, shit. Okay, sorry, going back to Stripe. This.
Yeah.
Gotta fix this. Like lower the sensitivity or something. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if it is the case on the controller side, but it might be the game itself, because there's some weird nuances with the inputs and stuff like that. But anyway.
And then I guess for like the final nail in the coffin, the one Ender showed in the Discord earlier, maybe freaking do a double take if you didn't see it.
About
the PS4 version of Strive has around 55 to 60 ms of additional input latency over the PC version.
Oh yeah. I kind of caught a glimpse of that, so that might have to do with it. I mean, I don't know if the PS5 is on par with PC. I don't know.
I don't know,
because it has, you know, obviously it has the better parts and stuff like that, better specs. But is it just a port of the PS4 version? I don't know. Like, I don't know how that works. I don't know if that's the case with. I mean, it might be just specifically the PS4, because otherwise, we have to know, or we have to see PS4 and PS5, blah 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 blah. You know, it was only specifically PS4. So maybe PS5 might be like in the middle, either in the middle or a little more towards PC. Because it's supposed to be like an entry-level PC, gaming PC, in terms of like of the specs. But anyway, hopefully we will see more for Strive, and hopefully Strive can well, strive for the better, especially with the lobby system and the little nuances and little things, little knickknacks that can get fixed. But anyways, we managed to make it this whole thing 3 hours because of that. Thanks Strive. So yeah, thank you guys so much. It's been another pretty good one. You know, good job everyone. Thank you guys for tuning in for episode 143. Don't forget to like and subscribe for those on YouTube and all that fun stuff. We'll be back for hopefully more if we have news to talk about. Maybe more complaining about Strive once we find out more things about Strive. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if you're going to be checking out the story mode by then, but I'll probably do that soonish. And if we both do, I mean, we can definitely talk about that in its own little section. But other than that, we'll see. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. I've been eating a little bit of chips and hummus. Like,
I saw that. I was like, this bitch.
I'm like sneaking it in, like.